So today we're gonna react to Doja Cat's Beauty Secrets. She's doing an e-girl look. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but Doja always serves a look, and I love her. So this should be a lot of fun. You know, in my eyes, Doja Cat can really do no wrong, but this is probably going to be the place where I draw the line because I'm sure something's going to be off. So let's get into it.
Hey Vogue, it's Doja Cat. I'm about to show you a look that I do pretty often.
First of all, um, I hope this look includes her gluing down this wig because it's stressing me out. Doja and these wigs, like I don't even there's barely any lace on the front of this wig, and like why is it just floating atop her head? Like I hope she addresses the wig. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's like my e-girl, like sickly look where I look like I just woke up and blew my nose and I have pneumonia.
Why would you want to look like you have
Let's
pneumonia?
do that. I'm gonna start with skincare.
Why would you want to look anemic?
I do a face wash and I use Tatcha.
Gotcha. Okay, good. All right.
I'm doing this.
Wasn't long enough, but okay.
Powder. My hands are a little wet, so it kind of turns it into a paste. All right. Now we look like the Michelin Man. That's a good thing. I do this like twice a day. I'm gonna rinse it off.
Hold on. Hold on. All right, so you guys know how I feel about manual exfoliation, right? Like team chemical exfoliator all the way. However, if you're going to use a manual exfoliator, the Tatcha rice powder is actually really great because it's much more sensitive or much more gentle and it's better for more sensitive skin. But you should not be exfoliating 2 times a day. It should be 2 times a week max, especially if you're using a manual exfoliator. Strike one, Doja. Well, strike two because it is wig.
And after this, I dry my face off.
This wig!
It's super dry. So I use this peel. I don't use any other peel. Skin Ink Pure Revival Peel. And I let it kind of like sit there for like 5 seconds. And then I start to go in circles.
So you've used a manual exfoliator. And then after you've done that, you're then following up with a peel? And you're doing this twice a day? Don't do this. Don't, Doja.
Around my nose first. My face comes off. That's like a horrible.
And your face comes off because you're peeling the fuck out of your skin. It's your entire upper epidermis.
Look all grainy and crazy like that. So then after I do that, I dry my face and then I do witch hazel. Kind of prepare it for everything else.
Okay, you guys. Witch hazel is not a toner. It's not. Witch hazel is an astringent. Now there are toners with witch hazel in them. That's fantastic. But these things are not the same. So you've now scrubbed your face with fucking rice? Then you went in with the peel, and then you're throwing an astringent on top of it. You are literally pulling all of the moisture out of your face and throwing a really acidic ingredient on top of compromised skin that's just been rubbed raw. Like, you don't feel that? That ain't right. Doja. Girl. And this wig.
Kind of like a base. I put a base after the base. So this is an essence.
Okay.
I do like a few drops, but it's very watery. And then you just rub that around.
We love that hat. We love a watery essence.
Your face, you're bringing kind of the blood to the surface. So then after that, you do a serum. I do like one of those, and then go crazy. Then after I do my serum, I do my eye cream, like that much.
Okay.
Swirl it. You're supposed to be pretty gentle, Did I not?
I was actually going to point that out, and I'm glad that she called herself out. For her to be applying an eye product, first of all, when you apply any sort of thing to your skin, you don't want to pull down on your face. Gravity is going to have, it's proficient in doing that for you. Like, don't add any extra help to gravity pulling down your skin. And then she is right. The skin around your eyes and the orbital bone is really sensitive. So don't fucking drag your product down like that. You got to tap it in. And this is entirely too much pressure. She's using the palms or the padding of her fingers to apply this eye product. It's too much pressure. You're going to damage the skin around your eyes. You actually want to use your ring fingers and tap in any eye products around that way, because it actually puts less pressure on that really sensitive, really thin area. I'm wondering what this woman's going to look like when she hits like 35 or 40, because she's only in her early 20s, and then your skin can survive a lot, but like, if she keeps this up, I don't know.
And I use it as a lip balm. After that, my cream, boom, I use my nail. So what, like that much? Put it on my face. Sunscreen, take it. This one evaporates really nice. Put that on.
Glad she's wearing sunscreen.
And pat it in.
Yeah.
Put an oil on top of your moisturizer. It holds it down all day. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to make you look sweaty, but that's okay. And the oil mixes with your...
So this also incorrect. Why would you put a face oil on top? So she went serum, moisturizer, sunscreen, face oil. Generally, you want to layer your skincare in order of viscosity. So from thinnest to thickest in most situations. And she's right in that you want to put on your face oil before you put on your moisturizer, because the moisturizer will seal the face oil in. But she's 3 steps behind. And then she's putting face oil on top of sunscreen. And that's going to break away at the base of the sunscreen, and it's going to distort the effectiveness of the sunscreen. So she's like 3 steps late in her own routine. This don't make no kind of sense. 0.
Foundation, and it makes it look a lot more natural. That's it. So that's my skincare routine. I learned about skincare being on the internet a lot.
You watching the wrong shit, sis.
This. So basically, I travel with all of these products, but I put it in like a box, and it's filthy, but it works. My next favorite thing in the whole world, Burt's Bees cleansing oil. Works
why are you
better
using
than anything I've ever tried for my beauty blender.
Why are you putting a cleansing oil on your beauty blender?
I go stupid.
What are you doing?
And then I just keep going like this, right?
For what?
Over the sink.
Just use
I
water.
mix it with water. First, with my makeup, I color correct. I take this concealer brush. I go in to this color corrector. This is by Becca Cosmetics. And then I start to go over my circles. I started doing makeup when I was 13. Wore a lot of eyeliner. A lot. Like Amy Winehouse. I do my foundation next. And I use Fenty. 2 pumps of that. And then I do it across my cheeks.
So you're applying your foundation with the beauty blender that you soaked in a cleansing oil. So first off, the cleansing oil is designed to break down makeup. So why would you apply your foundation soaked in a sponge full of cleanser that's going to break down the integrity and the pigment of the foundation? And then I just have issues with like the technique here. Like, it's a sponge, so the sponge is going to absorb the product. So usually if you put your foundation on with your finger first and then go in to blend it. Like, if you place it with the sponge, half that product isn't going to make it on your face. And in her case, she's placing it on a sponge that's been doused in oil-based cleanser. There's going to be like what a waste of really good foundation. And why are you putting cleansing oil on top of all of your sunscreen and your skincare? It's going to lift it right off. I feel like the problem here is that people don't understand basic science. And not only basic science, but like the basics of how these products work. So they're taking these little sound bites that they're getting off the internet. I know, I realize I'm on the internet, but sis, This is a train wreck.
I just keep building depending on how I feel. I go over.
You're gonna need to keep building for a minute.
So I put
all the products in the sponge.
So then I take it and I just make a little boat under my eye. And then I do a little soul patch, like a villain, like a Disney villain. And then I blend that out. The next step, this Laura Mercier powder is my daddy.
That's a good powder.
I go in with my sponge. So then
with your sponge has been soaked in cleansing oil.
Just in the center, because I don't like when this is shiny. Everything else can be shiny. And I make sure that all of this is blended under here, because I do have fine lines. This fluffy eyeshadow brush, like a
but you didn't blend it. You just dragged it.
Press it in here. And this makes it so that none of that fine line shit happens.
This lace on this wig is killing me. She need to clean this shit. Look at the buildup.
Flick it out like this.
Maybe that's why her wigs always look so crazy, because this lace ain't being properly denatured, alcoholed, and cleaned.
Everything. I take this foundation brush. It's kind of flat like that, and I go like this. Just massage it. Don't look at my hairline. This isn't necessarily baking. It kind of is. It's like a mini bake. Whatever's kind of left over, swirl that around. Just put that down. Close this. Shake it. Love it. I take this and I get a lot on my beauty blender. I just baked, and you can see I created a cheekbone. I always contour with bronzer. Yeah, this is like every day for me. And I go under my lip, and this kind of creates like a shadow. And then I go under my chin, take it down into like my nose, but I start from here, create that shadow. I blend this out. Next, I do my blush, and I just swirl it around. Okay, I get a lot on there too, because I like a lot. Tap it off, and just work on the edges, and I bring my blush up. Because I like a high cheekbone, I always make sure it's higher than lower. Because you can go like this and work down here, but that'll bring your face down, make it appear older and longer. But
that's a good trick. Okay. I think she's better with the color cosmetics than she is with the skincare. Because I think she's talking about the makeup here are actually really solid.
I didn't even know what e-girl was. I just saw these like Tumblr girls.
Me neither.
Who were like super cute, and they had like looked like they were sick, but it was like intentional. You could see they were wearing a lot of. You can bring the blush onto the top lip.
Oh, that's a beautiful effect. You can see the luminosity pushes through the pink. I bet it photographs really nicely.
I do have a half done liner right now. This is the scary part. This is where everybody starts sweating. But I basically take this, make sure it's nice and wet, and I just kind of create an angle first. I like to create like a triangle, like a wing, suspend it, and then connect it. Start bringing it in. And this just looks best with my eye shape. And make sure that everything is even. I measure, and also pray to God.
Real. Real.
Doing my wing since I was 13, probably. I love a blushy red look. I just take my blush, and then I take it, I swirl it.
That's a lot of blush, son.
I work it into.
Oh.
Take this, work it. It just makes you look cold, like you're freezing cold. And I don't know what's so sexy about being freezing cold, but I like to look like I'm freezing cold. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I left my jacket.
Let's see. The sniffles. You look like you have a solid case of sniffles.
Okay, so I have a lash line, and it goes by Icy Wifey Cosmetics. It's like a spaced out sort of doll-like lash. I have a smaller eye.
Huh.
So I take this. I could lose like one of those spaces, so I cut that. that should be okay. And then I measure it. I can maybe lose like one more. Get y'all glue. Fan it out. Let it dry. Give it a moment. And I just place it. Some people use tweezers, whatevs, but I don't. And then I do the next eye. So then I take this, and I have 2 bottles of it because they're way too small. Okay, these are called Freck. So I take this and I shake it up. Make sure it gets on the brush. I dot, and I love this stuff because look, you dot it, and then you pick it up, and then you just boom. And it's so easy. And you just kind of put it down, leave some of them darker than the others. Sometimes
Y'all paying on freckles?
So I can do like this. Boom.
I mean, y'all paying for hyperpigmentation?
So this is Icy Wifey Cosmetics Chromes. This is just a loose eyeshadow, and it looks like this. But then it goes on like this. And it kind of reflects a blue.
Ooh.
But then also like a deep pink.
These are nice pigments. All right, Icy Wifey.
It's like a peacocky sort of moment. It's like very blue at certain angles and very pink at others. And then, boom. It's a little colorful moment. So for a lip, I can do like an ombre. So I take this sort of deep mauve and feather that out a little bit. And it should look like that, like you're not really wearing it. So then next, I'm doing my hair. Ignore my hairline. We're going to cover that. I know there's hella glue and it's everywhere. I'm going to start to curl this right now. My hair is 40 inches right now. It's okay. So I start with the front bangs. Boom. And then I take this part. I split him. Boom.
It's a pretty wave.
That's it. That's pretty much the Doja Cat look. You did a little peacock moment on the eye and a little mermaid moment on the hair.
All right. Thanks, Doja. So, yeah, she never actually really addressed that wig. Which is hilarious to me. But So as I suspected, she's much better with the color cosmetics than the skincare. Skincare was stressing me out, y'all. Like, stressing me out. The final look was great. I saw what she was going for. It didn't look sickly to me so much, though. I guess, sinus infection, but I guess I know what an e-girl is now. Wow. I'm stressed. I hope you guys learned something today. Mostly what not to do, but might do a few more of these. So keep it locked. Thanks for joining me.